Alright, everybody, welcome back to another set here from Battlegrounds Custom. It's going to be a 1v1 between MAK Tribe and RandyPanda. Hitch, welcome, welcome. Hitch, I don't know if you got my message, but I'm guessing I'm going alone. Just fine, no worries. Hola Knight, welcome, welcome. Nevertheless, me find Discord, because Discord has disappeared. Problems this evening, guys. It's all straightening out, though. No worries. Alright, we're going to dive right in. To game number 1 here. We load it up. For those who missed it, MAK Tribe versus RandyPanda. Diving right in to game number 1, which everyone knows is Battlegrounds. Do not have a draft yet from these two. Not sure what happened there. However, we're going to jump right in. Game 1 between MAK Tribe and RandyPanda here. And Civilization's looking pretty good here. RandyPanda going to be in the yellow with the Lithuanians. And in the blue, we will see MAK Tribe with the Magyars. Magyars is looking to be a very popular pick in this tournament. Lithuanians, though, very much a great civilization for this map as well. And yeah, not tonight, Knight. I'm just going to solo for now. But we only have this one set, so nevertheless, no worries. But going to be a really interesting matchup. Everyone pretty much knows the map by now. Lots of questions rather than answers as far as who goes forward, when they go forward, and what resources you're going forward for here. And it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup. I mean, Lithuanians, I feel like underrated in the tournament thus far. I think we haven't seen very many Lithuanian picks, and honestly, I think Lithuanians are top tier on this map. Nevertheless, we'll have Lithuanians versus Magyars. MAK Tribe we did see in the previous round, and RandyPanda is the first time we've seen him, so we'll have to keep a close eye on him and see what his build looks like. But nevertheless, it looks pretty clean. Scouting looking fairly good. He is headed out to the middle. He should be able to find a few extra resources out there to bring back home. And on the other hand, it looks like we already have MAK Tribe doing that and getting a few extra turkeys in for himself. So sitting in a fairly nice position here. Magyar should have the advantage early, I believe. But the thing with the Lithuanians, the faster moving skirms, spears, that tower shields tech could be really good here. Especially against Magyar Cav archers. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Lightus also pretty good for Lithuanians. Could be something that we're going to have to watch out for here from a Lithuanian player. But nevertheless, boars are coming in. Build orders are looking to be pretty good. No issues. Idle time pretty much none. It looks like Randy is going to be just slightly higher here with the Vil production, maybe just a slight bit of idle time, and Randy's got to run because Magyar player has gotten the advantage here. Should be interesting to see if this fight actually does go down here. Very important scouting here. Going out to berries at the home base here. Oh, it looks like this is the chance for Randy to get away here. Might even take the hill and turn back, but gonna be a fairly close fight here. Not really sure who would win it, to be honest. Both players decide better just to save the scout. I really like that play. A little bit of aggression had it here, but ultimately wanting to save your scout for the scouting is rather important here. Neither player going to be bringing in a boar, it doesn't look like, from the middle. None really all that close. It's the closest one here for Randy, and on the other side, not even one close. Let's see, he brought it in already. Nevertheless, should be in fine shape to continue. I love this. Finally, we see someone pushing some sheep or some hunt here. Deer going to be pushed in under the town center, which is going to be very good for him here. Does take that out very nicely. On the other side, hunt a bit farther away here. Don't think he's going to be scouting that or sending that forward to scout. If I could find yellow on the minimap, would be quite helpful, but apparently I cannot. So we'll move on. Here it is actually. So he's back here. He's still looking for the additional herdables here in the mid. Both players getting close to going up here. Looks like MAK will go up here very soon after Loom. And on the other side, I would expect to be pretty similar here from RandyPanda. He already has the food resources, and yeah, he's actually going to get it. He's going to go, he already has Loom. Would expect to see scouts from both of these players, honestly. Don't see another route that would make sense at this point. No barracks down for either player, though. So Randy's going to have to get some wood in. Looks like he's in a good position, actually. So it's actually MAK Tribe that's going to need to shift onto wood a bit more heavily here. Or they're both alright, actually, it seems. Nevertheless, scouting. Well, MAK not yet found his opponent's base. Not even a lick of where he is. Randy, on the other side, did run in and ran past the TC, got shot at, actually, potentially there. So it should be in a fine position. Feudal Age, pretty close for both players. 10% faster here for RandyPanda. Barracks coming up on the front for our Magyar player. Barracks coming up on the back here for Randy. I'm not sure which one I really like more, to be honest. I think the barracks in the back isn't something that I would like to see, but we will see what happens there. Seems that we've dropped a few frames, guys. Sorry. I've quit out of a few programs here. That's what I'm doing right now behind the scenes. Try to assist that from happening again here. It's really unfortunate. Don't really want to drop frames during this right now. Alright. Nevertheless, walls coming up here. Not a bad position here for Randy. The walls are going to be really nice and tight. Gonna be walling the gold out on the side there. Gold in the front, not going to be too bad for himself. Moving out for the hunt here, we see MAK Tribe sitting in a fine position. MAK Tribe also going to be playing this very open right now. Not 100% sure that I agree with that, but especially after previous games here. Nevertheless, walling being committed pretty heavily here with 2 vills. Scout numbers starting to build, and with a little bit earlier time to feudal there, should be sitting in a little bit of a better position, honestly. Walls are going to start to come up. A spear out in defense to help protect. Spears out here on the front on the hunt for MAK Tribe as well. Do like that position. His scout finally did wander in here to the base of Randy, and he'll see everything at this point. Gonna lose some HP. Not gonna lose the scout yet, but the scout not gonna get anything done unless there's a very weak vill back here. Weak vill's only one here on the front, so should not get a whole lot done. He's actually going to create some more idle time, I guess. That's not a bad position for himself. Scout will go down, though. Scouts are headed forward here, but at the same time, scouts came forward for Randy. And yeah, Hitch, I was dropping some frames. I think we're good now. I shut down some programs in the back. Players both doing fairly well, but I feel like the better engagement's coming here for Randy as he's already sniped a vill. Gonna get that up in time, but 3 spears, 3 scouts shouldn't do much. And actually, Randy not paying attention, going to lose some scouts, almost 2 scouts there for free. At the same time, we're just attacking a wall here. not exactly great. I think we should have straightened out, guys. Let me know if it continues. I can't really shut anything else down. Actually, I can. Hold on. I can get out of Discord. Discord, goodbye. Hopefully that helps, guys. You'll have to let me know. House wall here is going to be a fine position. Um, Eco going to be heavily in favor of MAK Tribe right now, sitting in a nice position for himself. Not a whole lot going on. Then original scouts go down here for Randy. I don't see any more in production. He is getting another spear out here to go fight off the scouts here. Just in a bad situation for himself. Walls pretty much up here now. Should be in good position. Woodline is fine. And gonna be continuing the walls. Few vills out here kind of exposed. Alright guys, let me pause the game here. Let me see if I can do anything else to help this along. We are dropping quite a few frames still. Quite unfortunate. My apologies. Give me a minute, guys. See what we can figure out here. Maybe give it a minute to stabilize. Don't have anything running. Let's see. Yeah, guys, let me see what I can do here real quick. Trying to shut down anything in the background right now, guys. Absolutely anything that might be using too much, but everything is pretty much shut down, actually. So awkward. Yeah. I mean, I know it's buffering. I'm ending a few tasks here that may be pulling something, but find out here if this helps in a second. Alright, guys. So I've pulled everything up that I can get rid of. We'll have to see if it continues to buffer here. I will be watching it, seeing what we have going on here as far as quality of the stream. If it continues to buffer like this, guys, I will have to go offline and reset start the stream and see if that works out. I think everything may be back up and running in a fine manner. You guys will have to let me know. We're gonna continue though. Let me know, guys. Nevertheless, back to the game here. Scouts trying to do a little bit of damage here, but not really going to do a whole lot. There's should not be a hole there, either that palisade wall protecting the goldvilles. Military numbers pretty low for both at this point. Both players getting closer and closer to going up. And it looks like Randy should be the first one up, actually. He should be heavily favored to go up faster. Getting the wheelbarrow, though, seems to be a little bit awkward. Yeah, it's potentially an issue. As I said, I'm going to try to look into getting some stuff going for this here shortly, but we'll see how things go. But I think we're good. Bitrate seems to have come down. Nevertheless, Scout's still running around here for MAK Tribe. Rez still very far away. He's got Castle Age. Well, Randy's got Castle Age on its way now. MAK, on the other hand, not Castle Age yet, but should be clicking here anytime. Missed a little engagement up here. Looks like potentially just a few more scouts went down. Nope, here they're still in the back. It's like it was just the notification hitting the walls here. Scout gonna go down here, which is a really nice position for Randy. As far as villager count goes right now, Randy has a 3 villager lead. I think that's just the vill that he's picked off. Castlage is also coming in a bit faster for him, although he has yet to move out across the map. He's got a fairly secure position for himself, double palisade walls. Everything seems to be going pretty swimmingly for him. Lithuanians sitting in a fine position here. No upgrades for Randy on the scouts, plus 1 attack here for Magyars, obviously coming for free. So we'll see what upgrades, as we see scale barding armor just completing here for RandyPanda, forging on its way in next. So it will be cavalry in the next age, which is kind of what we anticipated. Nevertheless, walls here for MAK, pretty good. It looks like there's a hole, potentially, maybe not. Looks like there's a... Maybe not. It's a really weird gap, but looks like the only hole is right here. There's a tree blocking this off, and some houses coming off on the side. Castle Age is out. Spearman going forward might actually be rewarded by seeing the forward vills here. So he will know where this TC is. So that's a nice thing for MAK to be able to see at this point. Forward vill over here on the side for him as well. 1 villager does go down here. Gonna pick up the scout too. Spear's getting some very nice value. Town center will not be able to be denied, but it's not the end of the world. Pikeman upgrade coming in. Gonna be a pretty good time for this upgrade. Not anything crazy good right now, but still gonna be outnumbered. But pikeman, not a bad idea. Oh, I like this little house. It's not actually built, but a house wall and a skirm or a siege workshop forward over here for him. He's also coming across the mid with a few vills. So we should see another town center for him. Yep, I think this is a good town center position. Problem is, this could be denied. I feel like quick walling on this map, these villas would be fine, especially if you got in by the gold here. This will be spotted, and I think it will be cancelled. Yep, he did in fact notice it, and now there's going to be a bigger vill deficit here. All 4 vills, 2 pikes will go down. Town center denied at 50%. Really not ideal. MAK Tribe definitely going to be on the back foot now. He is already getting into pikeman upgrades. Getting the attack for free. It does have +1 defense, so going to be pikeman here for him coming in. But hole, what's clogged here? This must not be open. rough position to find himself here. Not exactly what you want to see, but we are going to have a bit of pressure coming in here. And guys, it seems that the stream is lagging again, quite badly at this point. You guys experiencing the lag? Is it just me, maybe? I imagine you guys are experiencing this as well now. Is it still jumping? Pikeman is weird, but I mean, it's gonna be fine. He's gonna be in a fine position to start here. Maybe even be able to get this town center up with it. We do have a siege workshop here, which is quite nice for him. The engagements on the front going to be more favorable right now for MAK tribe, but he's falling swiftly behind here, being down what is 2 TCs to none. And forward siege with pike could be devastating here, but the knights are in no hole, but one of these houses is probably going to go down. Oh, there's a hole there. Knights are in on the back of the eco here. Quick walls coming in. Is there a hole still? Looks like he may have actually blocked them out this time. We'll be able to go up around this direction. Pikes are on their way back though, so ultimately Randy should be leaving with this siege. I think you're going to need more than just one mangonel here. Town center finally goes up on the front, and this is actually going to be really great here for MAK, as he's going to take 2 knights out and take some HP off of these other 2. So he's in an okay position, but now we have knights and spears on the front, and Randy needs to realize this quickly, save vills before they go down, and he does. So pikes will be headed out in that direction now, I'm sure. But a vill pops out of the TC, and he will lose that villager as well. On the other side, Mangonel is forward, but pikes are not there to protect. It's not going to do well. That's not going to do well at all. And where are all the pikesmen? Pikemen are back here, just patrolling. Not a good position here for MAK whatsoever. Really, really rough. Full pike already, Randy says. Yep, full pike already. Definitely going to be pretty rough here for him. He's going to lose a lot on this TC. He's continually letting vills pop out of this TC as well, so they're being produced and ultimately getting no value here, which is really unfortunate for him. Nevertheless, gonna see a barracks come up here for Randy as well. I mean, these will eventually go down here, but I mean, almost all the HP on this town center has already gone through. Man-at-Arms going to be coming through here. Interesting choice for Randy. I guess it makes sense. I think Skirmisher would have been a better option myself, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with going into champion line. Not a bad play whatsoever. But ultimately, a huge villager lead here. Definitely not looking good. MAK is going to be moving forward with another mangonel. I don't know the play here. I guess he's just trying to take out a vill or 2. I feel like he just needs to take down some walls, and he'd be in much better shape. Longsword already researched as well. +1 attack due to forging. Definitely not ideal here. Longswords, once they get into a decent number, should be really good here for RandyPanda to deal with. Mangonel's not really attacking much but vills at this point. Not a good position for himself at all there. And as soon as all of these numbers go down for MAK, I think this will be a quick one. it is full pike. Pike is a really weird choice here. More mangonels going to go down. Definitely not an ideal situation. And longsword's just going to continue to be produced at this point. Would love to see a siege workshop forward here for Randy. He's got tons of resources. He might even just be going to Ampy's house right now. Really not an ideal position. He drops a whole bunch of houses here as well. So he's going to be sitting with pretty good numbers there. Forward, Ville's even going to go down here. It's unfortunate. So, I mean, Randy's very much in control here. Imperial Age going to be coming in. I think we're going to see the Imp click, and I think a forward castle at some point even going to be the nail in the coffin here. I mean, MAK getting up there, but he doesn't have the military mass. He's shifting into crossbow right now. It's going to be going on to more gold, which is the answer to get up to Imp. And yeah, there's that forward castle. MAK has no idea it's coming. This is going to be a surprise, and this is going to be a really rough position for him. That's his second town center. He's actually repairing that town center still. It's quite awkward. Castle going to come up though. Knights will be forward, and on this side we got knights, and military production really has just ceased at the moment. I think we're going to see a latest switch, honestly. He did see it in the fog of war, but it is about to complete. Will be pushed off gold. Looks like he is going to run with what he has there, so he shouldn't lose as much as he might have with all of this running. But it looks like a villager already down. Moving out to the gold over here. Yeah, and I think we're going to have a latest play here. Maybe not. We'll see. Would love to see a latest. Haven't seen one of those yet in the tournament, which is quite unfortunate. But on this point, I don't see what MAK is doing. I mean, he is trying to boom up. He was doing a good job getting his eco into a pretty good position there. But ultimately, losing more vills on the front here. A lot of vills will go down here as well. And I mean, this town center will be gone. I just don't know what he's going to do to come back with this here. Imperial Age is what he's going to go for. We'll see what Imp buys him here. Feel like it's still going to be a pretty rough position. Not exactly sure what we're going to see from him, but it's looking to be a rough spot here for MAK. Knights are going to come forward. Lots of pikes still available here to defend with, but scout or a knight going down up here, finding the third town center here. Imperial Age for RandyPanda as well. A castle drop here is in a bad position. It's not going to secure a whole lot, but should be alright with this castle. We'll defend his base. Pikeman getting a nice pick off there, taking some HP down, but I mean ultimately these knights going down back here is really a rough situation, and I don't like it whatsoever. It'd be good if he killed that knight right there as well, but Imperial Age on the way, and I mean MAK will be there a little bit sooner. He will have pikemen to defend with, 13 of them. It's gonna be full knight play, it looks like here, for RandyPanda, so it's not the end of the world at all. A few knights sitting on this relic, so Lithuanian player can get an additional attack, which will be quite nice for him there. And there's some gold control over here and wood, so sitting in a fine position. See if we see a trebuchet being produced right away. We do not think a treb right away is the answer we need. But gonna have a barracks, probably going into just long swords or two-handed swordsman, I guess, to counter the pikes, which ultimately is pretty devastating here for MAK. Treb is coming out now, and Randy is probably making a treb at the same time. Switch view. Yep, RandyPanda also with the trebuchet at the same time. So sitting in a fine position here. Knights trying to find their way in, not going to. This villager actually just walled himself into a little trap for himself. No relics yet for MAK. Trebuchets for both coming out. Knight numbers looking pretty good, but I mean pikes also going to be okay until longsword. The longsword numbers are already kind of there actually. Longsword numbers looking very good. Knight's going to run forward here, but I think he runs with these knights. Just send the longswords in. That's the answer. And he's doing a great job microing his units right now. Sitting in a very nice position here. And I don't think that with this composition, obviously the knight's going down here, but longswords will remain. Treb will go down. The castle for MAK will go down very shortly after this, and then the militaries will be very much in the favor of Randy here as he cleans up the entire army basically for MAK, and the production is just coming. It's just spam, spam, spam. Cavalier about to be in as well. Treb goes down, more vills will go down trying to keep this castle up. Monk might even go down here, looks like it will, and now this castle will fall, and there won't be a whole lot of anything preventing the eco from MAK tribe dying here. Two Cavalier just attacking houses over here. GG comes in for MAK tribe. MAK tribe putting together a nice piece here. I think the biggest mistake for him though, MAK tribe going full pikeman, not what you want to do. I mean, Lithuanians, going into Lithuanian champ line, they do get all the way to champion. The only thing they don't get is the last upgrade, and honestly, at that rate, it's not a bad position because your opponent just make pikeman. Pikeman versus champ or militia line, not exactly ideal. KD pretty evident. Ecos also ran away pretty well for Randy, 85 vil high to 66. Collecting a few relics, also a very nice bonus for himself. GG's to both. Going to be moving on to game number 2 here, and we'll see what map it's on. Just a minute. Game number 2 on Dry Lake between these two. RandyPanda going with Ethiopians and MAK tribe with Britons. Britons, Ethiopians. Not really a bad matchup. Just gonna have more range against faster firing. Could be interesting, but as you guys know, this map, as close as you start, I mean, you can't get much closer here. This is a rough position to be in. Scouts, obviously just horses, not a huge threat from those early on. Nevertheless, we are going to see a very interesting situation between these two, with archer play being predominantly what we're going to see here. Build's going to be very important. Really curious if we're going to see some sort of a pre-milled rush. But 3 boars near each player's town center on this map makes for a very easy heavy food situation, and not a bad position to be in. Britons getting the faster collection rate on the herdables, going to be a very nice position. We did add a few aggressive animals on the map. Crocodiles, 2 of them here in the middle, and there is some additional wolves on the outside here. So sneaking around too easily isn't as once available. But nevertheless, we'll see what we have between these two. RandyPanda obviously doing a really good job in the last game, and I think, again, big mistake for MAK to just go full pikeman. Obviously, in an archer v archer situation, numbers are really going to be what matters. Execution going to be important as well. But we'll have to see what happens here. I already have a veil going out. I'm assuming to bring in a boar here, as it is visible, and he is going to bring in this boar first. So, not a bad position for Randy to bring that in from. And the boar is already in, coming under the TC quite nicely here for MAK Tribe. And here comes RandyPanda's lure, also very nice lure. Not a bad position to be in at all. Things are looking pretty nice here. Shorefish, an option of course, but very risky to move out that far. House wall and a palisade wall already started here for Randy. We'll expect to see another house here from him ever so shortly. Gonna be housed for just the slightest second here, as we're gonna be seeing boar number 2 brought in for both players now. Pretty good timing here for both. 4 on wood for MAK already, as 4 here for Randy as well. Builds looking very similar. Would be expecting this since they're both going to be going into the archer civilization. And we're going to see a mill out here on, oh no, just 2 deer. Would have rather seen them over here. Boar here, oh, getting a nice couple of hits. Would have rather seen the mill on this side. He sees this here. I believe he expects there to be more than just 2 deer available. Nevertheless, he'll be sitting in a fine position with the additional food income. It's not like you're going to be struggling for food here, as you each get 3 boar near the town center. It's very aggressive map being so close as well, so very important to keep an eye out on what each player is doing here. As far as the matchup, again, a very close matchup here. I don't really know if I'd prefer one or the other. I guess probably Ethiopians, just because they're siege. Randy has not found his opponent. Does not know that the boar's there. Probably doesn't see it. Putting the barracks all the way over here, which unfortunately could have plugged this gap quite nicely. But on the other side, oh, the boar. Oh, this is a mistake from MAK. He's luring the boar to the mill, which he will be able to take it down. Should be fine. MAK losing a horse to the TC, but there is a stolen sheep there, so that's not the end of the world whatsoever. And he did at least find his opponent, so he's not going in blind. Feudal Age coming in for MAK, nice and early. Feudal Age, but no barracks yet, so not going to be too quick to the archery range either, unless he gets it down here relatively soon. Second mill coming up here for the Ethiopian player, realizing there's probably a few less than he had anticipated here. MAK Tribe coming forward, actually. What does MAK Tribe have in mind? Okay, he's going to do a big wall up. He's going to try to get a big wall up here. I mean, he is going to be up a significant amount of time faster, but is it going to make the difference or not here? It's the important question. Barracks is on its way up. Wood Eco looking very nice. Fruit Eco pretty nice behind it as well. And will be very important to see if these walls prevent any sort of forward attack, or at least delay it. But militia already on the way out here. It's going to be a man-at-arms play from RandyPanda here. Rather late, I feel, but nevertheless, 3 idols over here. He will need to wall himself up a little bit more, I believe, as well. And this is not fully walled over here. It's still wide open. It's a rough spot. Hopefully he sees that and doesn't have any issue there. Britain stable. This has got to be because he feels like he needs to go into something that is unexpected. Oh, and this is a forward mill, but he's not walled. No, MAK. Oh, this is going to be so bad. Militia going to walk right in. Man-at-Arms upgrade will be coming in here shortly. Scout goes in, and this is for Militia. The wildlife going to be helping take some HP off of that man-at-arm, or Militia, soon to be man-at-arm. But Scouts and range. Randy is going to be going into a range for himself, which is expected. Man-at-Arms coming forward. This Vil is likely to go down. Oh, and that Vil preventing the wall up here. This is really not looking to be a great position here, as Randy has 4 man-at-arms forward, and he's probably just going to try to take some damage, or do some damage here as much as possible. Not 100% sure what he's going to go for after this. Probably just archers. Yep, take the man-at-arms forward. Pretty hefty investment with 4 of them and getting the upgrade, but I mean, he may be rewarded. I think there's a hole behind this. Okay, yeah, this comes down in the nick of time. Should be a hole over here. He's gonna walk around. Oh no. Oh no. This is a really bad position for MAK to be in, being down a game already, losing a Vil, all of this idle time, lots of HP going away, and yeah, this is a rough position for sure. And I feel like these man-at-arms are going to do even more here shortly. As he releases them to go back to work, realizes they're going in the wrong direction, taking them back to where they need to go so they're not in danger. Scouts at the same time picking off a Vil here for Randy. So, not a bad thing. He did at least get the Vil kill back. But the man-at-arms are going to arrive at the gold. Reaction not great. 1 Vil down. He fought and killed the one and thought the fight was over here, and he is just fighting the man-at-arms off. Another Vil will go down here, potentially even more. Not a great position. Archers also forward here. Another Vil goes down. Oh no. 4 villager deficit here for MAK, as the aggression has really paid off here for Randy. And honestly, it's so hard to come back from this sort of a deficit. Good news is, though, military numbers not too far behind. Gonna go into skirmishers as Britons, though. Definitely not ideal, but against low numbers, might be okay. No upgrades for our Ethiopian player or our Briton player either at the moment, so feels very, very heavy on feudal for both at this point. Looks like we're going to start to see a bit of a wall up here from Randy along the backside of his base, which will be nice. Archer numbers 5 to 2 skirms, 2 archers. Scout going to attack the horse here. Not the most important thing, but it will not be bad to take that out. Army just passing each other. And if these archers make it to a wood line here, could be a pretty rough position here. Honestly, it could be really, really bad. Market, blacksmith on the way for RandyPanda. Going to be sitting with a very nice, tightly compacted base. Would have rather seen the market here, honestly. But archers working their way around. And on the backside, we have 5 archers here, which are about to have fletching. As soon as that completes, Moonwalking Vil, this could be devastating here. And he doesn't see much. He did see, if he looks very closely, the chopped trees as he walked past. But either way, he might just be headed around to the gold. And hitting the gold whenever you're going up against an archer civilization is extremely important here. And oh, looks like we had missed out on the fight here. Maybe that was just scouts earlier? I don't know what actually went down here. Looks like something did recently. Rough position for him to be in here. Archers coming to hit at the gold. 1 Vil down. And looks like it will be 2 more Vils lost here to the archer play. Archer numbers still amassing at home as well. And Looks like the walls are fully up here. Still rangeable, obviously, but rough position to be in. Military numbers vastly in favor here for Randy. As he comes forward with a few vills, maybe he's going to drop a tower, or maybe he just has them walled out, actually. Yeah, I'm sorry guys if it is stuttering a bit. I don't think this one's going to be a long one with all this early aggression, so we'll see. Maybe restart it for the next game. Skirms with some additional attack here, going to be very good against these low numbers of archers. Castle Age should be coming in here for Randy. Just needs to balance his eco. MAK a little bit farther away, not looking to be in as good of a position, obviously, with the eco struggles. We'll get a mark it up, and we should be clicking up before long. Wheelbarrow coming in here for Randy. Panda should be a good situation for himself there. Nevertheless, archers, all of them escaping with their lives to live another day. Now, I'm not really sure what we're going to see other than archers at this point out. Like a couple spears here for Randy. Not a bad position. Oh, actually going into a stable. Randy's going to go into a stable, probably just to get some scouts to deal with the skirmishers, which would be a marvelous position for himself, honestly. But Castle Age now on the way for him, and MAK tribe should be clicking up too, so not bad. Should be able to click up, and yep, only a little bit behind here. Not first wood cutting upgrade here. Double bit axe coming in for Randy. It's a bit rough, but again, not the end of the world. Good archer mass. It will be scouts indeed, and this will just be light cav crossbow mix, it seems. Should be a fine position, honestly. Running right in here. Does not need to lose the mass, doesn't even need to take the fight, but showing his numbers, not a bad position for himself at all. Unfortunately, I think these two vills keep trying to chop this tree. They keep walking all the way around, awkwardly enough. Once Castle Age is in for both players, again, should be crossbow for both. And I think it'll be crossbow light cav potentially, or crossbow and a knight or two. Scout does head forward here. I feel like that was not really necessary at this point, but we'll see, as crossbow should be on its way. Yes, there's crossbow. Would love to see the light cav continue, honestly. I think it would be a fine addition here, especially since your opponent's army is mainly skirmisher. But archers are headed around. And crossbow finally going to be researched, another range coming up. I think both players sitting in a fine position. MAK only down by 4 vills after all the pressure against him, doing a good job to manage everything. Does lose a scout out here, so he should know the archers are lurking around. Crossbows could hit this wood line, and there are 2 very weak vills there. MAK gonna be putting a castle down. Or a town center. Looks like just town center. Which, oh boy. Does he see the army coming? Oh, he's gonna build the town center anyways. Scouts are here. Archers are coming in. Oh no! MAK tribe's in desperation trouble here. I don't know if he can come back into this. If all these numbers go down, archers gonna be here with not the crossbow upgrade. Just have to run. Town center is denied. Wood villagers could go down. Oh, he on garrisons the TC, and oh, it's 5 vills. At least 5 vills in the last 2 minutes have gone down. Maybe a 6th. Really not ideal. And the crossbow numbers, I mean, they can honestly take this fight. just keep hit and run and take out as many numbers as you can. He's doing an excellent job. Should take the hill here as well. Skirmishers all going down. Crossbows now in trouble here. Oh, rough position. Crossbows getting a very nice trade here. Definitely not bad at all. He might even win this fight by a significant margin, and he does. Vil could be denied. Town center still denied. On the front here, a couple knights here, but nothing that should get in. They're attacking a house instead of a palisade. Skirmishers hoping to clean this up, and still not going to? No, we'll clean it up here. Town center will finally go up, but at what cost here? Vil's head out, and unfortunate for Randy here, gonna lose a couple, but saves a few as well, and almost takes out a knight in the process. But a very large lead now for RandyPanda as far as eco goes, and MAK almost up to a castle. Would be really good to defend himself a bit here. The eco for Randy behind this, extremely good yet again. More and more eco upgrades coming in. Going to be getting Horse Collar. Going to be charging in the front here. It does get the pikeman upgrade for free, so Knights not the greatest option against them. Obviously Britain Knights still not great anyways, but we'll see what he can make of this. Walls, no walls. Feels like walls all around, but I mean, MAK's still open as he tries to close this up. He's got to go for Elite Skirm. Elite Skirm, not really what you want to go for in this position. Once Elite Skirm is in, though, could be in a good position. He is going to take the fight way too early, though. Honestly, this is a great position for Randy to be in, taking out the mass numbers of the skirmishers before they can really do any damage. And he's just headed over here, and the quick wall is not going to do a whole lot here with crossbows behind this. We'll block this off for now, but I think he just runs under here. Oh, and he's just going to kill him. Going to kill all these Vils. Not at all a good position for MAK Tribe now. I don't think he's going to come back in this one the way this is going. Castle needs to come up sometime if it's going to go up anytime. Now would be the time, right? Eco, meanwhile, expanding to 3 town centers for RandyPanda. Behind this, Elite Skirm is finally in with good upgrades for everything, but ultimately, even losing that army would not be the end. Really think we're going to see a forward siege workshop here at some point for RandyPanda, and I think that's really his way to finish the game here. He's sitting back here losing all of his crossbow numbers. Unfortunately, he's barely even attacking here. Lost quite a few numbers there. Very rough. Very good for MAK Tribe, though. Scouts still being created now as well. Again, I think Light Cav would be a great option here, as the skirms would not do well against them. But with the eco lead in Randy's favor, quite a bit of eco lead, quite a bit of idle time here as well for MAK. So really about a 20 Vil deficit when you consider all of the idols here. Really starting to look worse and worse for MAK Tribe, as he's just having trouble keeping up with this execution. Forward siege workshop and stable here for our Ethiopian player. No stone, but I think he could actually go to imp right now if he just bought a little bit more food or just waits for another minute. The castle is going up here. It really only secures this opening side of his base here. And this is going to be something that should be visible here for Randy. Not quite. So, castle will go up. He will know about it in a second, though. Knight will be fired upon. Castle buys you some time, sends the crossbows, though, in the same direction that the siege and the knights are being prepared. And a siege gets into here with all these numbers. And oh, the skirmishers and the few crossbows here Being caught out, so he knows where the military is now. Going to be a rough position here. Crossbows and a knight are going to be doing some damage here. Not enough crossbows here for MAK. No skirmishers. Score is 1-0 RandyPanda Geo. Siege Workshop also out. Skirms don't do anything against Siege. Crossbows going to also be in danger from the Siege. That's why I think Ethiopians are favored here. Knights just going to be here for some raiding. It's really all that we're going to see from those. Knights on this side, though, finding quite a few villagers out and about. The pikemen going over there would be extremely nice, but there's so much to look at right now. Knight diving, lots of vills going down here for MAK tribe yet again. And skirmishers are all over the place right now. But with all the military siege there, as Randy losing a ton of vills here, which is really painful, but he's going to escape with some of them. Don't think it's really going to matter here. I mean, this siege should just fire on the skirms here, and that should be about all she wrote. But he's actually just attacking the town center. Might actually lose a mangonel here unnecessarily. He does, but he is paying more attention now, and the archers should be able to intervene here. There's going to be quite a few losses here for mangonels, though. It's really quite painful to go down. We really did not need to lose those. And this is just holy villagers on stone. Holy villagers on stone. 29 vills on the screen there, going for one stone pile. Not looking good. Knights come in. Skirms will melt. Mangonels coming in will do the job. Knights here in the base of Randy, but not really doing anything. Just attacking military base. And, Imperial Age should be coming anytime. Oh, and the castle! Oh, this is a doubt castle. If you've ever seen a doubt castle, this is a doubt castle for sure. There's nothing that can be done. A nice pick-off going to happen here, as Mangonel will go down to the knight, but should not be able to be something that happens again, but it might be. Here's this one might go down. Castle still denied. Town center idled, in trouble, and actually pikemen being created now, going to eventually clean up those knights. They're still not doing a whole lot, so not the end of the world there. Castle never going to go up here. Oh, a nice value here, and actually he moves away for a second. If he doesn't reposition, he could be in trouble, but he does reposition. More vills will die here. 60 to 43 villagers right now. This town center, not even a vill inside of it. Mangonel actually gonna, oh, he's gonna kill a bunch of vills, hit this shot. 4 vills go down to the mango shot. Siege Workshop will be falling here at some point. I'm surprised we haven't seen Imperial Age yet. He's in such a good position. He could have been up and just made Trebs himself, but nevertheless, getting value here. Skirmishers going to be targeted by the crossbows. MAK doing a decent job trying to defend the town center, but ultimately it's not going to be enough. Knight's going to be diving here. They do have +2 defense, +1 attack. Not a good position. And this castle, even more vills will die. The knights are there too. This town center finally goes down. I think he's going to have to just target this castle here then with the mangoes. Not going to get one with this. Mangonel numbers starting to rise. Eco spreading out across the map to go to more gold, build more town centers. Looking to be in really good shape here for Randy. And, oh no, he's repairing in the middle again. No vills go down. GG comes in. RandyPanda gonna take it. 2-0 win here. Pressure just overwhelming. Not a whole lot that could be done here for Randy. Gonna be, or for MAK tribe. Just that early man-at-arms rush causing havoc. Archers causing havoc more and more throughout the game. Running around, being very active. RandyPanda taking a good bit of map control, sitting in a very good position. So, GG's, well played to both. We will update the bracket here in just a second, and then we'll take a quick peek at our future quarterfinal matchups that we haven't seen yet. If you guys don't want any spoilers, please close the stream or look away now. Bracket is here, however, and RandyPanda taking it 2-0 against MAK Tribe. GG's to both. MAK, thank you for playing in the tournament. Appreciate it. It was good to have you. Seeing you beat Sneaky Chief in round 1. Going down to RandyPanda in round 2. Next up, we will see Poindexter versus BBB. And then you guys already probably saw Geo versus Crisp. Crisp winning that set 3-1. Then we have Lord Savage versus Weasel. And RandyPanda versus Krinsky. So over the next couple weeks, expect to have these guys playing their sets. And I think the next week, actually, deadline's a week away. We are going to give them a little bit more time, though, due to me having them hold off until after this next update, which is supposed to happen Tuesday, I believe, as far as the map pack update goes. And yeah, other than that, thank you guys for joining me this evening. That's going to be it for the stream. I have to go troubleshoot this computer and try to get everything straightened out. We have had a bit of a rocky evening. Thank you guys who stuck with me. But you guys have a good one. And thanks again for hanging out. Thank you guys for all the support. And we'll see you guys again here soon.